So today I'm going to try to make a different type of mask, a pattern, and the first thing you're going to want to do is have your measurements. So my measurements across my face from here to here is 9 inches, and from here to here is 2.5 inches. So you're going to take a piece of paper like so, and you're going to take a ruler. It doesn't have to be a fancy ruler like this one. You could use a normal ruler. I'm using this because I'm going to use the ruler here to measure out my inches, and then I'm going to use this curved edge to do the curved part of the mask, which is to facilitate the bridge of your nose to your chin. Right, so you're measuring out half of the width of your face. So half of 9 for me would be 4.5. Right, so you have 4.5 there, and then you're doing the width. So for me, that's 2.5. Right, so what we're gonna do is draw a diagonal line until you reach the 9, well, the 4.5 inches. Right, now what I'll do now is see how wide from here to here is on the paper to see if it is long enough. So given me, right, it given me 4.5. So if I say 4.5, if I say 4.5, see that? So 4.5 is good. So it covering my whole face there, so that's good, that's good. Right, and now I'm gonna take the curved edge. I'm taking the curved edge of this ruler here to draw a curve. Or you could do it freehand, it doesn't matter. Right, so you see? So you have it curved, and that will be 1/2 of your mask. And once you put this pattern on folded cloth, you will get the two, and it will come apart, and you sew them together. Right, so I'm just going to do a slightly bigger size, with the width being 3.5. So this is 5. This one is a bit wider. We get our scissors. So one thing right, so you get your scissors for paper, and you cut out your pattern. Right, so it would be like this. See? So it will be like this. And you will see it's a slightly bit bigger because how we sewn it, you have to leave a little bit for the seam allowance. So just slightly bigger from where the dot is for the 4.5 inches. So all that will be sewed in, right? Now this one is slightly bigger for average size of men or people who just have a slightly bigger face than mine, because my face kind of small. So let's see if I put this on my face, right? Alright, see how big that is? Alright, so that's for somebody with a bigger face, right? So we have our patterns. So we're just gonna do one each in black. So you're taking black cloth and it's already folded, so it's on the fold here. We're using pins to pin down the pattern onto the cloth. Right, so this is what it looks like. You pin down your pattern, right? So you pin down your pattern and then you cut it out. Alright, so you have your two pieces, like so. This is a bigger one. Right. And now we're going to cut out the back end that I use, which is brown cotton. Some people call it muslin. And we do the same thing. We pin down the pattern and cut it out. Right. And it's on the fold, so we're cutting it in half. Right, so it goes with this piece back in. Right. Do the same thing with this. Right. So you have the front and you have the back end. Right. Now we cut our elastic, which will be attaching. For the smaller size mask, I use 6.5. Right, you need 2 strips, one for each ear. And for the bigger size, I use 7.5. Just so it has a little bit more stretch for anybody's face who is a bit wider. Okay, so for this step, you could include interfacing if you want to, right? Or press on. And that's just to give it an extra layer, and it's better for filtration purposes with your face mask. But I am opting to do this with this pattern because it usually makes it a bit more stiffer, gives it a bit more body, and that's what we really want, because other than that it will be a bit too flimsy on your face, right? So we're doing the same thing, and we're pinning the pattern onto the press-on, and we're cutting it out. And for it to fuse to the fabric, you have to iron it and put some heat on it, and it will fuse to the fabric. And we'll be doing this to the black piece of fabric, not the brown cotton. So this will replace the serging step. You don't have to serge, but you have an extra step here now, so it kind of balance it out in terms of time, and it's way more cutting time as well, as opposed to the other type of mask, the pleated mask that I make in my previous videos. Right, let's go to the ironing board. Right, so you're ironing the press-on or the interfacing onto the black pieces of fabric, and you'll see the shiny side, that is the side where you're going to fuse it to the fabric. So the shiny side going onto the fabric, and then you're ironing on the fabric. You see, it's stick on, right? Stiffer. And you do that for the rest. Alright, so all have interfacing. Right, so because all these edges are being sewn inside of the mask, we don't need to serge the edges, so we're going straight to the sewing machine. Right, so we have the sewing machine, and we're going to sew the black pieces of cloth together first, and then I will switch the thread to sew the brown cotton together. Then I will switch back the thread to black to then sew in all the edges and put in the elastic, and that'll be it. So we're sewing the right sides together first, right? So that will be the interfacing on the outside, and what you want to see on the inside. So you're doing the same thing with the brown cotton or the muslin, and you're sewing it together. You don't have to worry about the right side or wrong side for this one. The edge alone you sew together, the curved edge and the curved edge here is sew together, which is what I did. Now that you have done that, you stretch it out like this, do the same thing with this, right? And you put them together. You put in the pellon part on the outside, because I remember now you're turning this inside out, right? So you put in the pellon part on the outside, and you're sewing the top and the bottom together. and you're leaving the edges free for the elastic. Right, so now we turn it inside out. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right, so all I have to do now is attach the elastic. This is the shorter pieces of elastic for the smaller one. And it's sticking it in here and here. I'm just gonna fold in the edges a little bit and sew it down, and that's it. Right. Alright. You could pin it down if you want, but it seems to be staying, so I'll just do a straight stitch across. Right. Right, and you do the same thing on the other side. Right, so that's it. And that's the mask. If it also fits not being so straight across, could probably, cut it more like this and give it a curve here and a curve here. There are many variations you could do, but this is the one I'm going with now for the second batch that I'll be making. So I'll be doing a lot of these in black, navy, and maybe brown, maybe teal, maybe some other colors, just to see what people want more. So now I have two types. So if you want to get some pairs of masks, I'm currently working on getting my website up, but for now I have my contacts through Facebook and of course this channel, and I'll be selling masks locally, and once my website is up I'll be able to sell it internationally and regionally. I literally did crap yet again. Yet again I did crap.